Fox 11 has your all-access pass to this year's NFL Draft. Good evening, everyone. I am Michelle Melby. Welcome to this special YouTube Live ahead of day one of the 2025 NFL Draft, which is tomorrow already.
Hard to believe it starts in 24 hours.
Right. Patrick Powell is here, our Chief Meteorologist, and we're going to take you through all of the things that you need to know for day one. But seriously, we're less than 24 hours away from this draft. I feel like we've been talking about the draft forever. And
for a year.
Now we're down to like less than a day.
And now we only have 4 more days to talk about it.
Well, let's get started with where you want to go when you are thinking about going down to the draft. There are 2 main entrances on the west side. Now, the first one is up here. First, let's check out, obviously, this map. This is Lambeau Field,
right.
And I don't expect you to read all this fine print, but this is Lambeau Field. North is this way. So right here is that first entrance, right on Lombardi Avenue. That is that main entrance. Now,
that's going to be near the intersection of Military and Lombardi.
Yes.
Just east of Military Avenue.
You got it. And this is where the NFL Draft experience is. It's this whole area right here. That's one of the more fun places, family friendly. It's where the games are.
I think most of the people in the area would realize that that's where the football field is.
Yes.
Where, with the AstroTurf, where you can run 40-yard dashes. They've expanded that, and that's where the NFL experience is.
Yeah, it's all over there. Lots of activities. Again, super family friendly. If you've got kids or even if you just want to hang out, that's kind of a great place to go. So again, here that is on the map. That's that NFL experience. And within the NFL experience on Thursday, Packers president and CEO Mark Murphy cutting this ceremonial ribbon to open the Packers Everywhere Draft House. Take a look. This is a dive bar themed venue inside the NFL experience. It's going to give visitors what he calls a true taste of Wisconsin, complete with pull tabs. And of course, there's bar dice games. What else is there? Well, there will be food and beverages, including more than 80 Wisconsin-based vendors. There you can see some of the teams in the helmets. There's Super Bowl rings. There's the Lombardi Trophy and gear from all 32 teams and the league will be on display in this area. The experience filling not only the Lambeau Field lots, but also Titletown, giving visitors a unique experience unlike any other draft. So I do think that area is going to be super popular.
You know, I think with people coming from out of town and all over the country and all over the world, it's going to be a little bit of a culture shock to them to see pull tabs and shake of the day and bratwurst and bar dice. Yeah, it's you know, at least immerse them in the culture.
And even driving into work today, I saw there was cheese curds. There was
I hate to say it, but I had to honk at somebody with Louisiana plates who was just parked on Holmgren, just like didn't know where to go.
Just taking it in, just taking it in. So that is our first entrance right over here, again, by the NFL experience. There's another entrance right down here that is closer to Kroll's West.
Yeah, right next to Kroll's.
These are those 2 main experiences. Now, the draft, the gates open at 12 p.m. for the NFL experience. So that's when you want to get there. The draft theater itself, that's kind of that highlight. That opens at 5 p.m.
That's over in here.
And that's over on the other side of Lambeau.
Basically between Lambeau Field and the Resch Center.
Yes, yes, and you can't miss it.
It's tough to miss.
And it's super impressive. That's where the draft picks are going to be coming up on stage. That's where Roger Goodell, the NFL commissioner, is going to be taking pictures. So that's that draft
So you want to be out in front of here to boo when he comes up for votes.
Yes, and that opens again at 5 p.m. tomorrow. You can bring in empty, clear plastic water bottles because there's going to be hydration stations all over the footprint to fill those up. There's going to be food options as well.
Tents, vendors, just all throughout and this is, you're talking about a very large draft campus.
Right.
But there are vendors off and on throughout. And one thing I would like to point out is there are exits this way. If you head towards like New Great North Commons or Andrewsi's or Stadium View or the bar, comes out towards Holmgren Way because all the ride shares are over on that side. So if you have like a shuttle picking you up, or if you have an Uber, you have to meet them near the Quick Trip on Lombardi.
And that is great that's a great piece of advice, because parking is going to be a little bit dicey. And a lot of people, I think, will be dropped off.
Probably like 8-9 blocks from where we are here at Fox 11 was charging $100 a day.
Yeah.
So parking is going to be expensive. If you can take a shuttle in, probably a better idea.
Probably, absolutely. Well, let's take a look at some of the video inside of that draft theater that we were just talking about. Each of the NFL's 32 teams have their own section with passes reserved for some of the most energetic fans. The stage overlooks iconic Lambeau Field, a tunnel leading from the green room where the players are going to be waiting, maybe praying to hear their names called. It's going to include some Wisconsin flair. The action starts again tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, when that very first pick, you are now on the clock. You're going to hear it. And who has that first pick? The Tennessee Titans. And that's as of now, because you know how these drafts.
They love to trade, but I did hear that Tennessee is planning on actually using that pick.
Okay, so we'll see. So that's some of the video from inside of that theater. Again, if you are going to the draft, you're going to need to download that One Pass app from the NFL.
Right.
Everything here is free to get into and to walk around, but you do need that One Pass app. It's going to give you a code, and that's how you're going to get in. I'm sure they'll scan you or something, but you just need that,
just
that
like
QR
the
code.
ticketless entry with your phone at Lambeau.
You got it.
Yep.
So what are you most excited for in the next
Honestly,
coming days?
NFL experience. I really want to see it. My son had, when he was playing fantasy football when he was in high school, him and his buddies would run the 40-yard dash out at Lambeau Field to see their draft order. So I want to see if I could have drafted higher than last in his league.
And I really want to see what that draft theater looks like with everybody inside,
It's
all
large.
of the fans dressed up in the nines for their specific team. We saw some of them walking around outside today. I just think that's going to be amazing, fantastic people watching.
The crowds and the music are another thing that's going to be great.
Yes.
And also, I want to see who the Packers pick.
Well, that too, exactly. Well, Patrick, I also want to see how it's going to be. I feel like you've been asked this question hundreds, maybe thousands of times now about the weather for this big event. But what is it looking like for day one of the draft?
You know, it's looking better. Every computer model run is looking better and better. It looked early in the week like we were going to have rain showers moving through right during round one. And it's because this little stubborn cold front is going to lay up right across central parts of Wisconsin. The latest indication are that we will see scattered rain showers overnight tonight. It dries up tomorrow morning. So we're mostly cloudy in the afternoon tomorrow, mostly cloudy tomorrow evening, and the rain showers don't come back in until after the last pick is made. And then on Friday, it will be a little bit cooler, but just mostly cloudy. So for round one of the draft, I'm expecting temperatures around 57 at 6 p.m., but falling back to 50 by 10 p.m. with mostly cloudy skies. There's a slight chance of a shower still, but it looks more likely that it'll be after midnight.
All right, this sounds really pretty good. Not bad for that
really
day
does.
one.
Look, it's a little above average for this time of the year.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Patrick. And stay on top of this potentially wet draft weather with the Fox 11 weather app. Scan the QR code on your screen to download that app. It offers live radar and the very latest forecasts. There you can also set up personalized notifications for your neighborhood. And a reminder, you are not allowed to bring umbrellas onto that draft campus. So plan ahead, maybe bring a raincoat, a poncho, something, maybe even just a ball cap.
And it is going to be a little bit cool Thursday night. It'll definitely be cool on Friday night. But, you know, some of these locations are inside, you're outside, probably best to wear layers.
Layers, and you're walking around a little bit too.
Yeah. So you stay
warm.
warm, but you might need to take off a sweatshirt or something.
Yes, sounds good. All right, thanks, Patrick. And thank you for tuning in for this special YouTube Live Draft Preview. Make sure to join in tonight for Fox 11 News at 9 and 10 for the latest as we get you ready for day one of the NFL Draft.